Reports across social media this morning suggest that Chelsea Football Club will try in January to land Jules Kounde and Tchouameni. That plus big centre-back updates to come today, with Chelsea running the risk of losing Christensen, Rudiger and Silva in the summer of 2022. Lots going on at Chelsea as we go into the mid-season transfer window. Lots to talk about. Also, updates on Digne as well. Chelsea very busy in this market, trying to give Thomas Tuchel exactly what he wants and exactly what he needs to move things forward. Do me a big favor and smash that like button. Subscribe to the Football Terrace. If you're watching over on Twitter, please give it a retweet and a like. Go check out our Twitch account as well. Some massive exclusive content coming to Twitch very soon indeed. All the links are in our description below. This is the Done Deal Show. Let's go, people! Welcome back to the Football Terrace, everybody. Good morning. I hope you are all well. I hope you are all good. Really wanted to focus on Chelsea this morning because there's so much transfer news surrounding their club at the moment. Your club if you're a Chelsea fan, their club if you're a neutral. And I really wanted to gauge some views and some opinions on it, take some calls as well. I'm going to give an overview, a kind of a one-stop shop to some of the trending stories this morning across social media. One of the biggest coming from The Athletic is Chelsea's attempt in January to again try to sign Jules Kounde. This could protrude into the summer. By the way, both the big links to Chelsea today, Tchouameni and Jules Kounde, could protrude into the summer of 2022 in terms of seeing these players in a Chelsea shirt. Very difficult deals indeed to go out and get done. But The Athletic reporting that Jules Kounde is high on the agenda for Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea going into this window, plus Tchouameni. The 90 Min reported on it yesterday, and then Graham Bailey again today, that Chelsea will attempt to try and sign Tchouameni this January. He may go straight back on loan to Monaco. That may almost be the make weight that has to happen. But Chelsea are trying and they are pushing to get these two deals done and over the line. In conjunction with that, there is a high chance and possibility that Chelsea send Hernandez back to Spain. Not happy with his performances, not happy with how he's settled in. There is the chance and the possibility that that happens. What I also found very interesting reading and looking through today was everything relating to the centre-backs at Chelsea. So Jules Kounde, as we just mentioned, is a big push for them. They want to push. They want to get Jules Kounde in. He's been a long-term target. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. But let's listen to what's been said by The Athletic today. Thiago Silva is very likely to stay at Chelsea whilst contract negotiations with Christensen have stagnated. But there's still the possibility that Silva goes at the end of the season. Chelsea are in a really interesting position right now with Rudiger. Christensen talks appear to have stalled again or stagnated, according to The Athletic. Thiago Silva in the last year of his contract. Will he stay on for another year? Will he go as well? There is the possibility and the risk that Chelsea could lose three of their senior centre-backs coming into this summer if Marina and the ball don't get their work right. All of that coupled and going on, and you've also got the Digne news as well. Chelsea looking to do a short-term loan option with a potential option to buy. Everton are resigned to losing the left back, highly talented left back, very well fought after and coveted in the Premier League, heavily linked with Chelsea. There are also links to Leicester and Newcastle United, competition that I don't think any Chelsea fan is overtly worried or scared about. But from my point of view, we're just reporting on what The Athletic and what Graham Bailey and a number of other verified journalists have said this morning in relation to Chelsea. There could be the possibility of losing at least two of your three Centre-back, Thiago Silva, according to The Athletic, looks like he's going to stay. We'll wait and see what happens with that. But Chelsea certainly need to look beyond Thiago Silva. He is in the twilight of his career. Jules Kounde appears to be that individual, but Barcelona also circulating as well. Chris here says, I swear Christensen has been at Chelsea since he was 16. He's definitely from the academy. I swear he's from the academy. I'm not a Chelsea fan, so I don't know. But I swear he is from the academy there. Cesar Azpilicueta wants to stay as well. Yes, he does. And again, this is where Chelsea do need to be careful. They just need to be careful that they don't miss out on a few targets. Have Christensen and Rudiger, or Rudiger and Silva, or Silva and Christensen leave, and end up leaving themselves short at the back. Asar and Chalobah ready to step up on a permanent basis in the Prem. Everyone's going to have a different view and a different opinion on that as well. Lots going on in relation to that. You've got the Luca Digne situation as well. Tchouameni linked with this move again to Chelsea Football Club. It does appear like Chelsea, generally speaking, barring Luca Digne, will in January attempt to sign the two biggest players they missed out on in the summer in Jules Kounde, in Tchouameni. These deals could happen. They may not be completely agreed and in Chelsea shirts in January, but these deals could be pushed forward and happen at this moment in time. Also, someone here told me to go check out a certain Twitter account. You need to tell me why, bro, because I've just been on there and I can't see anything new. So let me know why you're sending me there, my friend, because I don't understand the news you're trying to send me across for. Run it back Turbo, having a little bit of a... you okay, Run it back Turbo? You sure? Just want to make sure you're okay, my buddy. Hope you're well. Season of perpetual hope. I hope that you're happy and well. Maybe you're not getting that love or attention from people you need in your life. Drop me a DM, bro. We can chat. It will be a big summer. Rudy, Christensen, and Aspi will leave for Spain. Kounde 100%. A CDM and possibly De Ligt will come. Chiesa too. Chelsea definitely working on a lot of deals, and their fans think some big deals are going to happen there. We're going to go to your calls very, very soon indeed. Make sure that like button has been smashed, by the way, people. Let's get that done right now. Arjan back again says Digne would come if Ben needs surgery. Yeah, that's true. I think that's true. Look, if Ben Chilwell is going to be okay without surgery back in, I've read some stories about him being back ready for Feb. They may not go in for Luca Digne. However, you do need to be careful with these knee injuries. You know, they're not dicing with fire. I'm not going to go as far as to say that, but there is always that possibility that maybe, you know, they play him after a couple of games without surgery and the knee, boom, reoccurring injury happens. I think Chelsea should just go and get Luca Digne anyway. Get him on loan, have him as part of the team, have him as part of the squad. And then if Chilwell breaks down, you've got a much better option than Alonso. I wouldn't worry about the money too much. Let's have a look at some more of these comments before we go to your calls today. I don't want Chelsea anywhere near our club. Keep him away. Oh, Chiesa. I thought that said Chelsea there. Sorry, my dyslexia kicked in. You don't want Chiesa near Chelsea. Why? Why would you not want Chiesa as a kind of inside forward? Legit. I swear he's better than everybody Chelsea have got. Better than Pulisic. Right? Better. Well, I know we haven't seen him in the Prem, so you can say he isn't Prem proven, so we don't know. I think he'll be better than Ziyech. I think he'll be better than Pulisic. Hudson-Odoi, highly talented. But again, like Hudson, I don't know. I'm not going to get too deep on this. I know he might be one of the players that's out missing at the minute. I feel like as soon as people got fit again, Hudson-Odoi was pushed aside. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the treatment of Hudson-Odoi. A few of you are saying Pulisic is clear. Chiesa is 100% better than Saul Niguez. Based on what we've seen in the Prem, I think that's a very, very, very good shout indeed. Let's do some more of these comments here, my people. Run it back. It's good to see you can take a little bit of banter, my bro. It's good to see. Kimpembe, the man who made United win. What is that comment got to do with anything? Some of your comments honestly spin me. I'm like, what in God's great good name has this got to do with this stream? Some of the things you guys write honestly make me die. Make me die. Terry gassing Chiesa, he would fail at Chelsea. Listen, he may do, but he's better. But Pulisic has failed. You can't. What do you not sign anybody? Who would you sign, bro? I want to ask this to you, my guy. Run it back, Turbo. Great name. Who would you want to see come in? Who do you think could come in and do a better job than your man Pulisic? I want to know. Red Wolf says Tuchel has asked Chelsea to pursue Marquinhos. It's a hard signing to get from PSG, but very, very good player indeed. My guy Sarim says, Terry, my kid is enjoying the stream. Can you do the laugh? I can't just do the laugh because it ain't fake. A lot of people think my laugh is fake. Something needs to trigger me into it. I can't just do it on demand. It's impossible, but thank you very much. I don't know your child's name, but I hope you're well, young man. Hope you're being good. You may not celebrate Christmas. You may celebrate Christmas, but either way, I hope you're being good for your dad. Do you know what I mean? No one wants to be on Santa's list. Do you know what I mean? There we go. Bad list, that is. That's honestly, this time of the year, it keeps the kids in check. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even if I didn't celebrate Christmas, I think I'd just do that part of the celebrations just to keep the kids behaving themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Does Santa's naughty list exist in other cultures? So in the build up to Eid, in the build up to Hanukkah, are there like good and bad lists that some kids can go on? Does it exist? I've never asked that question before. Does it exist in other cultures? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Cultures and religions, I'd love to know if it exists elsewhere, please. Let me know now. How do you keep your kids in check in the festive period? Leave your comments below. We tend to lie. We tend to lie, actually, by saying things like the naughty list. You know, put your tooth under the pillow and be good. The tooth fairy might come. Don't mess around, as the Easter bunny won't throw eggs into the garden. We lie to our kids a lot, you know. Bro, if you don't like how I talk and how I do things, you can leave the football terrace, my brother. It's okay. You and them big ass Dame Edna Every glasses can go find somewhere else. Terry, Santa Claus is real. Sorry, bro. Yeah, sorry. I apologize. I apologize for that. Some of you are mad. Some of you are grown up saying Santa's fake. Did someone really write that? Come on now. Dead banter. Think of something better. Come on. If you've got nothing good, just like good banter. Don't like bad banter's worse than no banter. Honestly, it really, really is. All right, we're going to start going to your calls now. Matt's on the show first. Big Chelsea fan. Can't wait to hear what you got to say. What you saying, brother?
Yeah, good evening, Terry. Good evening to the chat. I mean, today is a good day, man. I mean, I've been saying on my channel for probably a whole year now how much I want Kounde and Tchouameni. I want them at the club immediately. I've been saying we should go January for them if we can. That's our main priority. Now we've got so many targets. Digne. Beggars can't be choosers. I'm happy to get Digne on a loan for now, but I would love to get Hernandez if it's unrealistic. Realistic thought, Digne. Kimpembe, he's a fantastic shot. Again, I would bring him into the club if we can. The only person I wouldn't bring in is Chiesa, and a lot of fans, a lot of Chelsea fans don't like how I say I don't want Chiesa. I do not want it at the club. I don't think it's a priority right now. But the form that we're in, I can't be a chooser right now. Anyone coming in is fine with us, and we're at that level now. Where whoever comes in because we need these type of players to come in. But on the point of the centre back on Kounde, he's a fantastic player. If Rudiger does leave, he'll be the best replacement for him because he does bring that ball from the back up to the pitch, playing that high game attacking football. And also Tchouameni. I mean, we've had the Rice Tchouameni debate. Personally, I would rather Tchouameni. I think he's cheaper. I think he's younger. I think he can have more potential. Rice is a great captain, great leader. That's what I love about Rice. But at the same time, we don't need a defensive midfielder like Rice. And I don't see him performing too well in the squad. And I'm not a big fan of that price tag either. Hence why Tchouameni, 40 mil, 30 mil. He's super young. He's got that great attacking ability. Bring him in. You know, if it's not as big of a risk if we spend 100, a million, 80 million on Rice. So a lot of great buys for January. Again, January is not a window where a lot of teams spend money, but looking at Newcastle, obviously new ownership, Chelsea's all these links, you know, even over the new situation with the virus, clubs may be going ahead and putting more investment into the January window. So maybe we're going to see more in this January window and have these two big boys come to Chelsea.
Look, I think I've said for a while now, I think January could end up being a very interesting month for clubs because it is partly because of what Chelsea, Man United, for instance, Arsenal may want to do. But you've got Barcelona looking like they want to try and spend some money because they're in absolute turmoil. They look like, because they are linked with Jules Kounde as well today, they look like they're going to try and buy some players to try to scrape their way into the Champions League, which is important. You've also got Aston Villa, Newcastle, and Tottenham that have promised their managers, all appointed mid-season, that they will spend big for them in January. And the problem that you've got, if Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal, as examples, just sit there and let all these other clubs in the Prem in Europe go out and spend 50, 100, 120 million pounds each, you could end up missing out on players. If Chelsea's sitting there going, well, we're not talking to Jules Kounde till the summer, and Barcelona come in and make him a huge offer, you never know. You never know. Someone might turn their head. So I think we could end up seeing a number of Premier League clubs buy their summer transfers, buying their summer transfers in January, or summer transfer in January, to stop other clubs from getting them, because they're all going to try and come in and go big, and it could just have a bit of a domino effect. You mentioned that you don't want Chiesa. What's your reasoning for not wanting Chiesa?
I'll give you the point I tell everyone, Terry. I mean, he played fantastic last season for Serie A, but that was only because of Ronaldo. He comes in the Euros, fantastic Euros, played 4-5 games, fantastic. This season, he showed absolutely nothing. You know, I look at the players and I go, when the teams are in doubt, this player should be stepping up if he's going to be worth 80 million. I look at Tchouameni. Monaco's not doing that great. On the other hand, Tchouameni is doing very good at his club. I want a player who can step up and prove qualities while the team is in doubt. Hence why I'm not going to pay someone like 85, 90 million for Chiesa when he hasn't really proven he can play in a bad side. Because obviously, you know, he'd be coming to Chelsea and we're going to have these Spurs, but we're not going to be having our best players up front, and he'll need to take charge of this situation. And I don't think he has that leadership to kind of play on his own terms. He needs someone up front like a Cristiano Ronaldo to help him, you know, get more assists and goals.
Mate, listen, good points being made there. Again, I'm not an avid watcher at all of Serie A, so I don't really know exactly what is and what isn't going on in relation to that. Matt, great call as always, mate. Brilliant to have you back on the terrace, my friend.
Thanks,
and we'll
mate.
speak to you soon. Thank you. Take care. Kounde and Tchouameni to Chelsea on. Big centre-back updates today, with Thiago Silva looking like he may stay. Rudiger and Christensen both still in contract negotiations with Chelsea. The Christensen one looked like it was going to be resolved a few weeks ago. They're now reporting that has stagnated. Aspie wants to stay at the football club. There's links to Chiesa today. There's links to Luca Digne. So much to delve into. The link is pinned to the live comment section if you want to phone in and if you want to have your say as a Chelsea fan. Remember, 3 p.m. today, me and Lee Gunner are back on Straight Facts, so make sure you are tuning in at 3 p.m. live. Josh is on the show with us. We've got Vel to come very soon as well, and Shrey. But Josh is here now. What are you saying, mate?
Yeah, can you hear me, yeah?
Perfect, bro. What's your take on all these transfer stories, player negotiations all circulating around Chelsea Football Club today?
To be honest with you, the Luca Digne one, I think that's one that we have to do as quick as possible. Considering the fact that we got Marcus Alonso there right now, and the drop-off is just too humongous. So I think we need to get a left back. And then obviously with the centre-backs, I've made my peace with Rudiger leaving, and I think we do need to not upgrade on Christensen, but we need someone who's going to be a leader, like who's going to, if we're losing Rudiger and Christensen, we need to get a leader. I'm not sure if Kounde is that leader, but hopefully he's good enough to, like, you know, play in that position, in that role.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I mean, centre-back wise, like, what would be your ideal solution? Like, who would you want to come in and who would you want to stay?
I mean, my ideal solution would be someone like Marquinhos. I would want someone experienced, a leader who's been there, done it. You know, I don't want no more kids in this Chelsea team. It's already quite young, and I want to win trophies. And I feel like you can see how much we're struggling with our attackers because they're all so young and they're going up against attackers that are in their prime at Man City and at Liverpool. So we need people that are reliable. And it kind of brings me to that Chiesa point that you made, right? Because I was just looking at Chiesa's stats, and they're terrible. He doesn't come in and, you know, make Chelsea score more goals or get more assists. He kind of adds to the problems that we already have. He may be a better player, but his output is, you know, it's not good enough.
I hear where you're coming from in relation to that. You've got a lot of your kind of elder statesman centre backs looking like they could go. You know, there is the risk of Silva leaving, but he's kind of talking to Athletic and said that he's looking maybe to stay. Rudiger asking for like 400-ish grand a week. How much would you be prepared or happy for Chelsea to pay Rudiger to stay?
For me, if I had to absolutely push it, I say 250k at the absolute max, because I think to replace Rudiger, it's the intangibles that matter more than his actual ability. And I don't know if he can find a centre-back of that quality in terms of his intangibles. So for me, I'll say 250, because you look at someone like Werner, he's on 270. And then you look at someone like Ben Chilwell, he just walked into the club earning 280 to whatever, more than Rudiger, who's been there, served us for a long time. So I'll bump him up, yeah.
I hear you on that. Listen, Josh, great call, my friend. Good to hear from you today. Top man indeed. Thank you. Really interesting, actually, looking at the comment section while I'm listening to Josh and Matt. There's Chelsea are linked to so many players at the minute. Marquinhos, I've seen. Kimpembe's name I've seen come up a few times. De Ligt has been heavily linked with Chelsea in recent times. The one issue I'd say for Chelsea right now, it looks like another big overhaul, like 2 summers ago. Where there could end up being 5 or 6 new players in, 5 or 6 players out. Are any Chelsea fans worried about a lack of cohesion, a lack of togetherness with that many players maybe leaving, new personnel coming in? Any concerns with this approach from Chelsea fans? Maybe too many senior players leaving at the same time. I would love your thoughts. I would love your feelings on this. Make sure you're retweeting. Make sure that like button is being smashed. We've got the Winter Surfer coming soon, Shrey coming soon, but man like Vel's on the show now. Vel, I was trying to get this surname right, and it makes my brain hurt. Milankovic. Milankovic, is that right? Is that right? Wrong? I don't know. We're going to bring him on now. Let me say, what are you saying, buddy?
Hey, Terry, how are you? It's Milankovic, but close enough.
Milankovic. There we go. Got it.
These Serbian names or Eastern European names are always a tongue twister. So my first name is just circumcised just to make it easier. But mate, what I wanted to say is I don't think a lot of people should be worried about obviously we would want a quality centre-back or quality midfielder to come in, but Tuchel, he will turn a rock into a diamond. Trust the process. Trust him. He's a top-class manager. He's done it with these centre-backs. He's done it with Rudiger. He's done it with Christensen. They were okay to mid-tier centre-backs. Now they're up there with probably top 10 in the Prem. And I don't think we should be going out on a limb. And Marquinhos is out of the question. PSG won't release him. So get someone who wants to be in the club, who will fight for his position in the club, and do you know what I mean? And they'll be our diamond. They'll be, do you know what I mean? Let's say Rudiger, he's gone. We're not going to offer him 400,000 pounds a week. Sarr is there. Sarr's not that quality, but we could bring in a third centre back. Would say if we have 3 top tier centre backs, I feel like we could have another 2 that will, do you know what I mean, to jump in squad games versus these teams that aren't that top tier.
Just changing the subject very, very quickly. A lot of people are asking, are you Timo Werner's cousin or something?
Yes.
A lot of people saying you look like Timo Werner.
I get told all the time that I do look like Timo Werner. Unfortunately, I'm not. But that's very, very common that I hear.
As you say, unfortunately, you're not. I heard a rumor you're a better finisher. That's just what I've been told. You're better at finishing.
I'm a goalkeeper, and I probably could be. I just go for everyone and just.
I hear you on that. I like talking to Chelsea fans at the minute about your centre back situation in terms of the current people at the club. Christensen stalling, Rudiger. We know what he's after. Huge amounts of money. The Athletic today saying that Thiago Silva may stay on. What do you see happening there with your experienced elder statesman? Because if 2 of those 3 leave, are you concerned about the cohesive nature and who comes in afterwards? And because your centre backs have been so pivotal to this last 12 months of progression under Thomas Tuchel.
See, I'm not too worried. We know Chalobah. He could be a defender that he could play 30 plus games a season, right? Thiago Silva, I feel like he will sign, but you have to realize his age. I think he played 8 straight games now. Like everyone's worried for an injury with Thiago Silva. So he's going to have to be that squad player if he signs next year. So we need to find, I feel like, one centre-back. I feel like Christensen will still sign on. It might be an issue, but it'll be something that will happen. Like, we got a good team, as in the board. Marina's going to get it through the line. Marina's going to get Christensen along the line. Rudiger, he's gone. He's thinking about the future, he's thinking about himself, and good on him. These guys are professionals, right? They're going to build a solid future for themselves, their family in the future. But I feel like we need to get one top-class centre-back, or not top class, let's say something about that 60, 70 mil, like the Kounde, and then the rest, we got Sarr, you know what I mean? We got people that can come in, and hopefully someone else that comes from the academy, which is working wonders.
Yeah, listen, I hear you on that. Listen, great call, mate. Thank you for coming on and having your say. Really appreciate it, my bro, and all the support you give the Terrace. And we'll speak again soon, buddy. Thank you very, very much indeed. Lots of opinions going on there. I'm just actually trying to collate here all the players Chelsea are linked with today. Feels like the world's gone mad today with transfer news. Chelsea today have been linked with Marquinhos, Kimpembe, De Ligt, Lucadinha, Tchouameni, and Jules Kounde. 6 players linked with moves into Chelsea. Chiesa, sorry, 7 of these bad boys linked with Chelsea today. Also, other transfers, Vlahovic trending again. And every time I click on a Vlahovic trend, I always see a comment which starts with Arsenal. And they all keep saying the same thing. What's this one here say? Arsenal target Vlahovic not interested in going to the Emirates Stadium. It's almost like, why do they print that about Arsenal? Florentina is talking with Arsenal about Vlahovic, but the player at the moment is not interested. Like, why even share that? They're so disrespectful to Arsenal fans to even share that news like that. Just say that it's not a possibility. Come on, it's always so harsh. It really is. Man United this morning with Hadara again, linked with Kamara again, but also Haaland. Ralph Ragnick has spoke with Haaland's daddy. He's like, yo, daddy, come, Man United. Listen, I couldn't tell you. I'll cry if we get Haaland. He is one of my future GOATs. I think he's going to be the GOAT of his era. As everyone knows, I think he's he's my favorite and one of the best natural finishers to ever play football. But I doubt it. I doubt we're going to get him, if I'm being absolutely honest. But we've got to remember, Ralph has a very, very strong relationship with the family. He does. Winter Surfer's on the show with us next. If you want to come on and speak, come on now and have your say, or forever hold your peace. By the way, we're going to change the secret phrase. We've got a new one here. You can see it signed. Look, what I do now, I seal it and I sign it so everyone knows it's been done. This is a new secret phrase. We can go to the new one or keep the old one. I'm going to let this stream decide. I'm going to put the new poll in now. Should we start a new secret phrase? I've been toying with the idea for a while. Right, that's in there now. What I've decided to do, we get the prizes will stay exactly the same. The prize pool won't go because you built that up. But I will give away a very, very, if we hit 500 likes on this stream, we'll do the new launch, and I'll give you a brand new clue to the new one straight away. Get the poll running now, and we'll see what's being said. Because a lot of you I've had so many DMs, I just can't get it, Terry. I just can't get it. Sass here says, this is what we do. If we can't win the league the right way, then we'll buy the league and love it. Come on, Roman, our sugar daddy, is what Sass has got to say there. Winter Surfer's on the show now. What you saying, bud?
Hi, Terry. I just think all these players are being linked to. Is it linked to the new FIFA thing coming in the summer with the agents having their reduced fees? So we're going to have a massive January movements. That's all.
You could be. I think you're living in the year 3000 there, bruv. I think you're ahead of the game. I think it's a very good shout. If that new rule's coming in, these agents may want these deals done now so they can get their 15s, their 20s, their 30s, their 40%.
Especially Tchouameni and Kounde, because they've got the same agent. So he's probably looking at double commission. So he's probably trying to move his clients as quickly as possible. But
double your money, try to get rich. That's what it is. Yeah.
That's what it is, I think. I'm more interested in getting Lucadinha. I said to you yesterday, I'm not looking to permanently buy him, but just see if we can take him on a 6-month loan. with an option to buy. I'm more interested in a deal like that, or maybe a £10 million fee or something like that. I'm not looking for a big fee on him. Kounde, I think even if we sign all the defenders on contracts, we should get Kounde anyway, because Thiago Silva's 38, coming up to 38 years old, and Chalobah's only had a year experience, and Rudiger is probably going. Although I will never offer him 400k, so there's no point negotiating with us for that. So I think he's going. We're never going to give him that. I think he's looking for 200 because he sees the likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Cho on more than him. And he's like played more over the last few years. And even Jules was on like 190. And he's seeing like probably even Werner 270. Like, and he's putting in performances. But you know, I think 200 we should offer him, and that's it. I don't think anything more than that. Christensen, I struggle with Christensen. Like he wants to change the years and not accepting this money, or he wants a bit more money. Whatever he wants to do, fine. Christensen's different. I think Rudiger's more of an alpha centre back, and Christensen's more of a beta centre back. And I think we could possibly get better alpha centre backs than him. But I'd still like to sign him just for security, because Aspilicueta has probably seen he's having not such a shock decline, but near a decline like Ivanovic had a few years ago when he just fell off a cliff. You could see it the other day; his legs were gone a bit. But I would like to get Tchouameni in as well, because I've been saying to Chelsea fans that we need to start planning for life without Kante while we still got Kante.
Yes,
he can't do 3 games in a row anymore, Terry. He can't do it.
No, he can't. He can't, and I think that he's one of those players because of the way because Kante's game has always been based. Of course, he's a good technical football player, but Kante's biggest attribute has always been his physicality and his ability to keep running and running and running. Players like that burn out quicker. Players like that generally have a shorter shelf life. So, and you do one of Man United's biggest mistakes with the Giggses, Scholes, Evras, Rios, Vidic's, Rooney's. We had none of them ready replaced. We all those. Generally, what you should do when Man United were at their peak, at their absolute best, we would replace players when they were just past their absolute best, and then you'd bleed new people in. If you hang on too long, you miss other targets coming through. Plus, you end up going through a lull period where the new guy isn't good enough, but Kante isn't good enough either, and you end up in a horrible in-between. We did it so much with certain players in the Man United squad out of desperation to keep winning because of the likes of Chelsea and then Man City pushing us. So I think you're absolutely spot on there, my friend. Thank you very much indeed for coming on, bro. Really appreciate that. Top man. Some breaking news regarding Anthony Martial. It says here that it's his preference to join Sevilla if he leaves Man United. And I am not surprised. I am not shocked. It was never going to be a gargantuan club. It was never going to be a massive club. He needs to be a team that nobody plays low block against, where he's going to have lots of time and space, and where ideally he's going to be the best attacking player. Sevilla or a West Ham or a Tottenham, any team like that, I just think would be right for him. Middle of the road. He he can't do it at a Man United. He can't do it at a Chelsea. He can't do it at a Barca. He can't do it at a Real Madrid. He can't do it even at a PSG. Sevilla, perfect place for Anthony Martial. Perfect place for him. Absolutely his level. Not on technical ability, but on competition, on spacing behind. Perfect. Listen, send Martial there. Go and sign a bit of Haaland. Great January. That'd be great. I knew it'd be a team like that. I knew it would be a team like that. I absolutely knew it would not. I absolutely knew. 100%. It was never going to be a massive club, ever. Never. Couldn't be. You guys have voted. 65% have said, yes, you want a new secret phrase. So we're going to do the passing over now of the new secret phrase. I want to see these super chats come in, people. And we're going to do this now. New rule we're setting as well, because it isn't fair on some people. We're going to set a limit, a minimum of £2 per entry for this as well now. Because some people enter in with like 38p, like the minimum thing. And that isn't fair. Some countries can't do that. The lowest is £2. So the £2 is the lowest minimum entry for this now. But we've done the replacement. There we go. That's passed over. Here's the old one. The old one is there. So thank you very, very much indeed for voting. That has been swapped. That has been changed live on the air. Live on the air. Can I show you what the old phrase was? The old phrase. So I'm going to read you the clues. So the clues, Arsenal have a big connection. Okay. Michael Owen. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? The biggest clue that no one ever got, the name Myrtle. The name Myrtle was in terms of Roger Myrtle from Lethal Weapon. The word lethal weapon is just like another way of saying what the secret phrase was, which was prolific goal scorer. That's all it was. Michael Owen was a clue. The biggest clue was the opening clue, which was Arsenal. Arsenal have the most prolific goal scorer in their history, the Premier League history at their club. Tottenham have Harry Kane. Liverpool with Mo Salah right now, but with Torres and everybody else before him. The Manchester Derby with Aguero and Rooney, two of the most prolific goal scorers in Premier League history. You love it when you've got a prolific goal scorer. You hate your rival's prolific goal scorer. They all get the hate. Come on, my guys. It was such an easy clue. It was all the clues are so easy. Prolific goal scorer, which is a very common football phrase. When I said Michael Owen, right, and that's why I was trying to push you guys for the final clue was going to be revealing Roger Myrtle lethal weapon. Like, come on. It was so damn easy. It was so damn easy. And then you in the comments, I can't believe it. That's all it was. Prolific goal scorer. That was it. That's all it was the whole time. And when you think back to the clues now, when you think back to Arsenal have a huge connection. Liverpool and reason like Liverpool and Tottenham have a massive connection to this. The Manchester Derby. Well, I don't forget all the clues now. But yeah, when I said Michael Owen, I thought everyone got straight away. You know what I mean? But yeah, there we go. But there we go. You made it sound so sophisticated. You're so listen. By the way, the clues are meant to be cryptic. The clues are not meant to be like, oh, they can be open ended. And I get that. But the new one is now in there. The new word is now in there. Get those damn super chats in. The PlayStation is still up for grabs. The PlayStation 5, the football boot, the hoodie, and the £100 cash, all up for grabs. You've got a super chatter in there. The new secret football phrase is available. Each stream's the same. 750 likes, you get a new clue. Simple, straightforward as that. Simple and as straightforward as that. Remember, most of you super chat guess when you're super chatting generally. So, you know, it's a way of you winning something back with the terrace. So there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. But yeah, Anthony Martial's thing there. Shrey's on the show with me now. What are you saying, Shrey?
Hey Terry, can you hear me?
Yes, my bro. What do you want to say?
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about the Digne thing. Get it done ASAP because Alonso needs to go. He says he needs to be gone. Like seriously, why is he even there? Like I don't even understand. Like, okay, three in the back, fine. Okay, now it's past his expiry date now. And as far as Kounde and Tchouameni, I think both will get done because Marine is like smart enough to know. Like, okay, she can see. Like we need these two guys now, knowing that Rudiger, we don't know what's going to happen. Like I feel personally that 400k is just the number put out there for to push Chelsea to give him that contract, 200, whatever the value is that he wants, what he actually wants. And too many, I think, like you said, I agree with you that Kante is now getting up there. He's not able to play, 2 games a week or 3 games a week. Now he is at the point where he's getting injured. So we need that replacement because now as we can see, we're struggling in midfield. We're short. Like Saul is gone. I think after his loan's done, he's gone. Like we're not getting him. I think that's in my opinion, he's not going to be there. So I think we need to sign a midfielder, centre back. I think the part of the reason, like people are saying, it's an overhaul because like now I think we're starting to see the depth that we have is more about the numbers and the actual quality of depth. Marcus Alonso, Pulisic, Ziyech, they're not like up to the stand. They're not performing up to the standards. And I think a lot of players will be gone. So I think that's part of the overhaul, and we'll be linked. That's why there's so many players. I think De Ligt is someone I've read by, I think Simon Phillips has been, kind of touting that the De Ligt story is like Chelsea's someone they're looking at. So that's I think
Yeah.
I think Kounde is someone they will get over the line. Kounde Tchouameni, I think both will be done.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Listen, Shrey, good call. And a lot of people agree with you with Alonso going. Top man, Shrey. Thank you very, very much indeed. Some breaking news here from Sports Media. Sports Media set, very big, 500,000 followers, verified outlet from Italy. They claim that Juventus are now entering the race to sign Everton left back Luca Digne as a replacement for Alex Sandro and could offer Arfamillo as part of a swap deal. So Juve are now entering the Luca Digne race along with Chelsea, Newcastle, and Leicester City. So that's some interesting news that has just come out in the last 10 to 15 minutes. Very, very interesting indeed to see how that will transpire. But listen, everyone that's tuned in today, a massive thank you to each and every single one of you, my super chatters, my members, my subscribers. It means a great deal to me how much you support the Terrace. And as we say, we've started the secret phrase as a way of giving back to you, the audience, giving you the chance to win something. We've had a lot of you in recent weeks and months win football shirts. A lot of you, we've got the previous secret football phrase that someone gets right. Their Xbox is on their way, and we shared that with you as well. That we're delivering that and sending it out there. So we're a channel of our word. Get thinking about what this secret phrase could be. We're going to set a clue for every show. 750 likes and that clue comes out. Match reactions is 1,000 likes and we'll give you these clues for you to come on and have your guesses. But until next time, my people, we're back at 3 p.m. by the way. Make sure you're all here. It's going to be an explosive show with Lee Gunner because I'm calling him out. I am calling Lee Gunner's negativity out today live on the Football Terrace. So you make sure you're here 3 p.m. Make sure you are here. Big straight facts conversation. More transfer news coming as well. Until next time, take care. Goodbye.